So today I'm going to be showing you some simple SAT tips. Some of them may seem super basic, but they are very important. The first one is write in the booklet. And I know what you're thinking. Isn't that Comic Sans? And yes, it is. But that's not the point. You should definitely write in your booklet. Nothing in the booklet affects your score. The only thing that affects your score is what's on the Scantron. So you can write whatever you want in the booklet. Whether that's formulas, you can cross out answer choices for process of elimination. It doesn't matter. But you don't need to worry about writing everything down. Like, you don't need to show all of your work, because you're not going to be graded on the booklet at all. And I know teachers have conditioned you for so long to show all of your work, but you don't need to do that. Just write down what you need to write down, but know that you can write whatever you want, and it won't affect your score. So all that matters is that you put the correct answer choice on the Scantron. It doesn't matter how you get there. But writing in your booklet can help you get to that answer choice a lot easier and more accurately, because you can analyze problems better than you could just in your head. You can mark out wrong answer choices, and you can write out formulas. Like if you're studying last minute, you get to the test and you can literally just open the book and write down all your formulas if you wanted. So let's look at the next tip. Answer every single question. You are no longer penalized for getting questions wrong. You won't get points if you get it wrong, but you're not going to lose points. So if you don't know the answer to a problem, or you're starting to run out of time, just guess. There's no reason not to answer every single question, because you can just guess. And there's tons of guessing strategies that people use for the different parts of the tests. If you would like to pause the video and look at this nice little graphic here. But there's absolutely no penalty, so there's no reason not to just fill in something. Because there's a 0% chance of you getting it right if you don't answer, but there's at least a 25% chance of getting it right if you guess. But that being said, you shouldn't just rush through and just guess everything. You should definitely take it slow. Now, I know this is a time test, and you should definitely be trying to answer everything, but you should definitely make sure you're also being accurate and getting the questions correct. Because if you're just going to rush through and get things wrong, that's not going to help either. And especially make sure you're filling out your Scantron correctly, because your Scantron is your score. And there's no worse feeling than like answering a bunch of problems and then realizing you were like one bubble off the entire time. You have to erase everything and fill it back in. It's a lot of work, and if you just go slow, fill it in correctly the first time, then you'll save time later, so you don't have to correct it. Now also, you should use all of the time given to you. There's no reason you shouldn't go back and double check your Scantron, double check your answer choices, go back to problems that you were unsure about, because you don't get extra points for finishing early. There's no reason you shouldn't use all of the time. So be careful with the Scantron, use all of the time given to you, and only guess if you're running out of time or you really don't know the answer. Now, the final tip is to skip questions. And I know, I just told you that you should answer all the questions, right? But you shouldn't just linger on a difficult problem where you don't know how to get to the answer, because this is a timed test. You shouldn't just sit on these difficult problems when the easy ones will give you just as many points. Now, the SAT is slightly weighted to put easier problems first, but you should definitely try to cash in on those easier points and not sit there on a difficult problem. You can always come back to it later. But if you are going to skip a problem, make sure you don't mess up your Scantron, because if you're leaving something blank, don't accidentally shift all of your problems up because you left something blank. Make sure you are taking it slow again and making sure that one stays blank until you come back to it. So skip any troublesome questions. Don't linger on anything for a really long time. just cash in on the easy points for the easy problems first, and avoid Scantron mistakes when skipping problems because they're very easy. Good luck.